especially on the place that,
maybe see Miss Harris.
We don't have a lot of time. I was hoping we could start with readable wire, as I think it will be short.
Didn't she testify?
She did testify.
Was that her that wanted to add? No, that was somebody else.
It's a different individual. She is the, she lives there. She's the mother of another litigant, and she has just more testimony to give about what has happened since. You're right. I think it's relevant to the relocation efforts, and that's why we're reading it.
there she's testified that she's been relocated, but she's not living.
She is relocated.
She is relocated.
So I'm trying to figure out what would she add to, I mean, give me a proffer of what she's going to say.
She will testify to what happened to her belongings that were left in the old unit before she had turned over keys. She'll testify to having the process of relocating to a new unit with a housing choice voucher and how that isn't working properly and well. And she'll also testify to issues with the new unit that's unique to her particular circumstance.
She gets moved to another part. I want to hear from some of these folks I haven't heard from. I mean, I'm not saying no, but not right now. I mean,
Okay. The books are in the hallway, so.
I need Miss Harris Freeman.
Okay.
Miss Harris Freeman,
That's
come on up and be sworn.
Take a seat, raise your right hand. Do you solemnly swear to affirm the testimony about to give you the truth, the whole truth, and the truth self you got?
Yes, sir.
Let's see. Stay spell your first and last name for the record.
Edwina Harris Freeman,
Thank you.
EDWINA. I have two last names. First one Harris, HARRIS. Second one Freeman, FREEMAN.
Thank you. All right.
Ms. Harris, what was your previous address?
815 Green Road, apartment 303.
Where do you live now?
I live at 429 Villa Drive.
You relocated?
Yes, sir.
Yes, you now in the township?
Yes, sir. I'm in a townhome. Or do you want to know what type of unit I was?
I think you were in a unit 815, 303.
Yeah, that's the unit we're speaking about now.
That was red tag. You were relocated pursuant to.
Where I'm asking you, are you asking me what unit I was in? So I was in a 2-bedroom apartment. Or are you asking me what unit I'm in now? Because I'm not in the town.
Yes.
Okay.
What kind of a unit is that?
It's a townhome.
How many bedrooms is it?
2.
I don't have any questions on this witness. We did look to court order. She's still relocated.
Would you like me to explain to you on my time?
Hold on. Just a second. Hold on. I'll get to it.
Okay.
Any questions, sir?
Sure, Your Honor. When did you move to Baltimore?
October 7th, 2023.
And can you briefly describe some of the repair projects?
I sure can. So when I moved in, the first thing I noticed was my stove. Or not my stove, my dishwasher. I apologize. My dishwasher would leak. Anytime I would turn it on or try to run it, it would begin overflow. I felt out several maintenance. Maintenance is kind of choppy, so sometimes they would come out and like drain it, but it would go right back to being a flooding situation. I had a family member that worked for the maintenance. He came in and actually took like a back to it, like some type of like a wet back, I think. I don't know. Got everything out and it's still. So this dishwasher would just sit here and leak all onto my carpet. And then eventually, instead of it leaking, it filled up with sewage. So I kept it closed. I even had it closed when the city came out to inspect it. When we opened it up, I'm like, listen, please don't, because it stinks so bad. I just kept it closed because the smell was horrible. Next thing was my tub. My tub handle didn't even work properly. Like I almost had to take like maybe like a wrench to try to get it to turn my hot water on and off. But still same thing with my tub. My tub would fill up with sewage frequently. My toilet was my next thing. I had toilets backing up. I would have maintenance come out. They would plunge the toilet I guess in September. I had maintenance come out because both of my toilets were clogged, and he told me, hey, like, well, you're about to move anyway, so there's no need for me to fix this other toilet. Just use the one toilet that you have. I have 5 girls.
Okay.
It's not it.
No.
What age?
I have 5 kids total. I have a 13-year-old, I have a 12-year-old, I have a 6-year-old, I have a 3-year-old, and I have a 1-year-old.
Your problems with your heat?
I had problems with my heat and my air conditioner. In the summertime, I had just had the born baby, and my heat was at 99 when it was 99 outside. And then, of course, wintertime, I had problems heating up my unit. I called them multiple times. I put in multiple work orders, which I give you guys special proof of. And they failed to come and get my unit together. And quite frankly, it's just embarrassing. It's a sick way to live. It's sick when I have a 3-year-old who I come home from work and she's playing in fecal matter water. Like, it's just.
And, did you miss any work?
I would say in total, soaking up my floor and or taking my kids to the hospital, because like after that happened, I wanted to make sure she was okay. I would probably in total throughout the whole time I lived there, probably miss up to 10 to 15 days. Longer than throughout the house.
And where did you work?
I work at Outback Steakhouse. I'm a bartender.
How was your unit yellow tag?
My unit was yellow tagged in September, around the same time she was harassing me, telling me I needed to leave. And it got condemned, I want to say, what, 2 court cases ago? 2 court cases? Yes.
What's February?
Yes. Yes, thanks to Judge Simpson, he court ordered it, he heard my problem, and got me in my pants.
And before you were in the hotel room?
Yep, I was in the hotel room from Friday to that Monday. Friday, she called and let me know that I could get to the hotel. And then she called me back and she said, hey, on Monday, I want you to come pick out whatever apartment you want, and we'll give you keys. I went and looked at 3 apartments, I picked out the one I wanted. And I didn't sign a lease, I haven't signed a lease yet, I have no paperwork for this place, but I moved me and my kids to this apartment. And this apartment's no better than the last one.
Can you tell us what problems you have?
I've also put in several work orders for this unit. I had a heat issue. They did come and fix my heat, but I also have issues in my bathroom. Who told me I would need a new toilet. This morning my toilet stopped. I took camera of that, so my toilet's now backed up. The one toilet I have in this unit. My tub, so my tub runs from the spout and the shower at the same time. So the water pressure is either too hot or too cold because it's not all coming out of one area. So when we're taking a shower, it's either the hot water is running out, but it's too hot to begin with, so I have to let it run out, and then the kids can't take an adequate shower because it's not long enough, or the water's too cold. She said that he needed to come and remove the panel from behind it. They still haven't come to do that. But at this point, I just take pictures and move on with my day.
When did she said when?
Lynetta.
The
Yep.
manager?
Yes.
And how many days were you without heat in the evening?
About 3.
Is it just not heating up enough, or you had no heat?
They said it was blowing, but it wasn't heating up. I don't know if he lit or relit the furnace.
I think you also like to share about your experience in the
I would just like to say that my whole experience has been mostly dreadful. I moved in, it was a place for me and my kids to stay, and have shelter, and it just was like, it was worse. It was a worse situation. And I paid my rent every month, so I felt like I was being bullied to get out of my unit because of what they were going through, not because of anything that I did.
Yes.
No, my kid, I wish I had my daughter with me. My daughter's 13, she has friends, and them coming over was embarrassing to her because the house smelled like sewage. Not only did the house smell like sewage, the downstairs and entry when we first walked in, their unit down there had flooded with sewage. So it's a wash of sewage when you just walk into the apartment.
Well, your lease expired in October 2024,
Yes, sir.
and you had been, but your building was tagged in September, correct? Yes?
Yes, sir.
Okay. Yeah.
Okay. I moved into a 2-bedroom. I was pregnant with my last child. Stacy, the lady who got me the apartment so that I could add my kids on my lease later after the baby was born. After my baby was born, I went to the leasing office. I said I needed 3-bedroom. She tells me to bring her a $2,000 check into this 3-bedroom. I bring her the $2,000 money order to move into my 3-bedroom, and she tells me she does not want me to stay here anymore. I said, why? She said, I don't have to give you a reason. I said, okay. I said, well, I don't think this is fair because I have all of these issues, and I just came with you with a $2,000 check that I probably shouldn't be getting. She said, well, I want you in court. And that's how I ended up here. If you look on my ledger, I have paid all my bills.
No, but it wasn't your case that the payment wasn't an issue.
Okay.
What was the 2,000 for?
It was a transfer fee from my 2-bedroom unit to my 3-bedroom. So she never accepted it. And just told me that she wanted me and my kids to leave.
All during that time, well, hold on a second. Your unit was yellow tagged what day? Do you recall?
I'm sure of the date that it had the yellow tag. I want to say it was in September sometime.
Okay. Currently, where are you paying rent to? And to whom?
So for this one, I'm going to put my money in that.
You're pretty good at it, because we had talked about that, right? Yeah, he asked me another hard question.
I don't know. I mean,
Pay what you were supposed to be paying at the other end.
Okay.
Okay, into court escrow. All right, that's the best answer I can give you. All right. Anything further from either side of this?
I'm trying to get the timing of this, Your Honor. It sounds like you didn't really have a unit that was up to snuff, so to speak.
Correct.
From the day you moved in.
Correct.
And then your lease expired a year later. And they asked you they said they didn't want to renew.
I think that's what I said.
But you didn't want to leave.
No. That's not what I'm saying. What I'm saying is, you don't think I didn't want to leave. I wanted to leave into a 3-bedroom apartment where me and my kids could live comfortable. And that was the option I was given. And then when they decided that they were going to go through whatever they're going through, now she doesn't want to accept my money. But I just sat here and lived 365 days with 5 kids in a unit that wasn't intact. So no, I wasn't about to go anywhere, because where was I about to go? If my plan was to move across the street to a 3-bedroom. Where was I going?
Well, I don't know.
Oh, okay.
My question is, did you look, did you see?
Why would I be looking for anywhere else if I was told I
I'm
was
asking
getting
you a question.
Let him finish his question.
Did you seek housing outside of Arbor One at any time?
No, sir.
So you never looked at any other apartments, any other complexes, any other homes? You just wanted to stay with Arbor One this entire time? Is that correct?
Yes, I was going to stay with Arbor One, which is why I brought her a check, so that I could move into a 3-bedroom, correct? Is that what I just said? Okay. Why would I look anywhere else? if I was.
Well, hold on. Stop with your question.
I'm struggling with the fact that your complaints about Harbor One have apparently existed since October of '23, and yet, when you were invited to move out, non-renewal of your lease, you chose to stay anyway.
Is there a question in that? Hold on. Is there a question in that?
Is that correct? Go ahead.
So,
Well, I think based on her testimony, in part, that's correct, Mr. Friedman. I mean, I get what you're saying. What I'm having a problem with, and I mean, you can go ahead and ask the questions, is that in September, the building, she's existing in all of these conditions. The building is yellow tagged in September. It still doesn't repair it. Rather than fulfilling their obligation to repair her unit and or to move her, they file a complaint to terminate me to be more problematic than her not searching around trying to figure out where she's going to put her and 5 kids.
Your point, Your Honor, but at the same time, the complaints seem to have started in September of '23.
I get you, Mr. Friedman, but here's the thing. We all understand the housing situation here in Washington County, right? Hers is going to be particularly unique because of the number of children that she has in terms of trying to find housing, right? So she ought to be able to exist in some place that is at least habitable and at least try to do the best she can. She's then offered a 3-bedroom, which is really her point. She's offered a 3-bedroom, not searching any place else because that's going to be hard to find. It just is. So I get the 3-bedroom because at minimum, at least, I can have a roof over my head with the 2-bedroom. Am I right? Am I right? So then it's a 3-bedroom. It's kind of a godsend in a way because maybe I can get out of this mess I'm in, have enough room for me and my kids, and move. And then they won't do that. But instead of not doing that, after her building gets yellow tagged, they not only won't move her, you got to pay us $2,000. Kind of bizarre, but whatever. You got to pay us $2,000. And then what we're going to do is tell you, knowing that your difficulties, knowing that your back is against a wall, we're not taking your $2,000. We want you to leave. And that's what they did. I have a very clear picture of what they were doing. And so the way to get rid of that problem is to try to have that unit vacant. So if I can kick her and her babies out, then I'm good. That's what they were doing.
Oh, Your Honor, I suppose that's subject to interpretation, but I guess it's your.
And it is my interpretation, and I'm going to be the one deciding it. So,
State for the record that I served with them. I answered counter complaint for expenses today on her behalf.
okay.
So I worked in my client.
All right. Very good. Anything else?
No, I just spoke with, Inspector Joe Myers and clarified that in September, the building lost its certificate of compliance. In January, it was yellow tag.
So in September, it lost to COC, and then was yellow tagged in January. And after losing the COC, rather than repair, they were trying to kick her out, which actually makes it even worse. But
Pursuant to your order, a few weeks ago, she was,
the one you guys wanted to comply with, or the other ones? I'm kidding. Go ahead.
bottom line is, Your Honor, it's the show cause for progress.
I understand.
We ordered her relocated, rehoused, and within hours, she was offered and received hotel rooms,
Yes.
and then was relocated across into the township. So as far as the show cause is concerned, I believe that the orders of the court were followed, period.
All right.
Your Honor, if I may, the order was, I believe, entered on February the 4th. And we came back
Oh, I know.
later. Repairs had actually been done. So the plaintiff was in violation of court's order. They did eventually relocate her, but it's with red tag. As Mr.
Well, they relocated her because she happened to stand up in court and tell me, which not everybody's had an opportunity to do, but I heard her, and that's when I ordered that she be relocated because everybody was acting as though she wasn't a human being and had to exist that way. And that's how that happened. I would agree with you, Miss Kim, because they relocated her doesn't mean that the show cause in its entirety has been complied with. What has been complied with is the court's order to relocate her and put her someplace where at least she can have some semblance of dignity in living.
Finally, Your Honor, we asked
Okay, so this is where it's going to get into a bizarre cross-jurisdictional thing because the unit that she's in now is in the township. I'm not telling you to go anywhere. I'm just saying it's in the township. I could order that. The issue of its enforceability is going to be something that has to be looked at.
Thank you, Your Honor.
All right, thank you. Anything else? You may step down. All right. All right, folks. The people that are here, and let me just first say, I appreciate all of you coming down and being here. And the court sometimes can operate very slow, but I'm also trying to make sure that I hear from all of you. And you have to, I mean, you can see it. I'm trying to listen to everything and trying to understand what's going on in each one of your cases. My docket is an extensive one, and so I've got to try to find a way to fit you in because you come down, I have to break or I have to go do something else, and then I have to have you back. So, at this point, I've got a docket, another criminal docket that comes up at 1:00. I mean, I'll just share with you everything I have. I would have you back after that docket. It shouldn't be long, except that then I got to do a wedding at 3:00. And so it's already scheduled. I'm not telling those people no. Right? So, and then I could come back. It's probably going to be better. And I apologize to all of you. If I just give a date for everyone to come back, we will have weird breaks in the docket, but at least try to set a date that I don't have much else. And so even though we had the breaks, I can just keep going and I can hear from them. I want it sooner than later because let me ask this. Are there any of the individuals here that are preparing to testify before the court that have something immediate that needs to be dealt with? You just raised your hand because you want me to talk to you. No, I'm not talking. Okay, so I see no hands are raised where it's immediate, but I need something relatively soon. I got something to say. What did I just say? I said I would hear. I will hear from everybody. I just want to make sure that those that I need to hear from today, that I try to get them heard. Okay. So it's not that I won't hear from you.
For that, it would be until the 21st.
I want to do the 14th. Is Monday the 14th available for the parties? Let me ask you that.
It is for me.
In the afternoon. Okay. Will that work for you guys?
It works for us, Your Honor.
All right. So what I will do is I will adjourn all of these matters to Monday, the 14th. No, that's at 1:00. All right. Thank you, folks, for your patience. What? What do you just want to, you're like her with that gold Adidas thing. You just want to talk to me. What?
I got my old name, right? They had a wash and dry. They told me they don't provide wash and dry.
All right. I'm going to tell you, I hear you. There's nothing I'm going to be able to do with that right now. okay? When you come back and we get you